His previous duty assignments include Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, and Wheeler Army Airfield, Hawaii. His military education includes Warrior Leader Course, Advanced Leader Course, Senior Leader Course, Master Fitness Trainer Course, and the Sexual Harassment Assault Response and Prevention Course. Staff Sergeant Ramdipsingh is currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in electromechanical technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Staff Sergeant Ramdipsingh.
Command Sergeant Major Ryan, First Sergeant Howell, Sergeant First Class Craig, veterans, friends, and most importantly, the non-commissioned officers of Class 4-15, the 15 Foxtrots. Thank you for giving me the privilege to be the guest speaker for this ceremony. I'm truly humbled by this opportunity, but to be quite honest, the 15 Foxes left me no choice. In fact, the text message I got from the class seemed more like a threat than an invitation. So here goes nothing. In one of my lessons as an SGL, I speak about the leadership in a wolf pack as told by Simon Sinek, a leadership author. Sinek claims that once a pack of wolves takes down prey, they step aside and allow the alpha wolf to eat first. I compare this to the Army by saying that we're okay with those that outrank us having more pay and sometimes more privileges. However, it comes with a deal. The wolves allow the alpha to eat first because when there's danger, they expect that the alpha is going to run towards the danger to protect them. This is also true in the Army. In fact, when the alpha fails to protect the pack, the wolves choose a new alpha. In my lesson, I said if you protect your subordinates and make them feel safe under your leadership, they will continue to follow you. Now, this is a great leadership lesson, but after taking a closer look, I've come up with my own theory. The fact is, there are countless packs of wolves in the wilderness. For every pack, there's an alpha. To be clear, we're all part of a large organization with many units and many leaders. Therefore, I have to ask myself, what makes an alpha from one pack greater than an alpha from another? It was August 2009 in Cop Spiker, Iraq. It was a long day for the avionics shop. We were trying to get the phase aircraft out, but we're having issues with almost every system that we touched. Exhausted and almost defeated, our platoon headed to the dining facility. We made it a habit to try to eat together to wind down from our hectic days. We were all walking in a straight line, almost shoulder to shoulder. The sun was setting, but it was still hot. I remember the sweat-soaked ring on the inside of my boonie cap. It was 4 sergeants and about 7 subordinates, to include myself. As we approached the entrance with weapons slung, I remember grabbing the handguard on my rifle so it wouldn't slap my leg as I ran to the door. I can still remember the sound of the pond rocks under my feet, and remembering trying not to twist my ankles on my short run. As I held the door open, the platoon filed in. Some would say thanks, and others would just enter. All of a sudden, the movement stopped. Sergeant Hamby would be the last NCO to enter, but he held up the line when he saw me holding the door. Very quietly, he said, "Go ahead." I refused. "No, Sergeant, you go." Hindsight, like all the other NCOs that went before him, I was insisting that he enter first, that he eat first, because he was the alpha. He stood still and looked at me as if I disrespected him. That's when my feet began to move. As I entered the DFAC confused, I heard him say, "Specialist Ramdipsingh." I turned around and I snapped at parade rest. He said, "Don't ever hold the door for me again." Fast forward to 2010. It was day 0 of WLC, and we're all doing the layout as our sponsors watched from outside the fence. I remember frantically searching the small pocket of my duffel bag for my ID tags when they asked us to raise them. I didn't have it. The commandant came right over to me and said, "Where are your dog tags, High Speed?" "I don't have it, Sergeant Major." I quickly became the center of attention. He asked, "Who is your leader?" as he looked towards the fence. Well, I didn't reply. He reworded the question, "Well, who's your first-line supervisor?" I turned and pointed to my squad leader who was or was not trying to hide behind other people. That night as I laid in bed, it dawned on me that Sergeant Major asked me 2 very different questions. What I couldn't get over was the fact that Sergeant Hamby came to mind when he asked me who my leader was. Here's my theory. All wolf packs allow their alpha to eat first with expectations that the alpha was going to protect them. There's something special about the alpha that refuses to eat first, but still protects the pack. Since that day, I've seen this time and time again. At unit functions, I watch as a leader stands fast and pretends not to be hungry as the juniors rush the food line and fill their plates. I've seen leaders pretend that they don't have families at home as they stay late to listen to subordinates' issues. Lieutenant General George Flynn once said, "The cost of leadership is self-interest." Sergeants, as you begin your next chapter in your careers, ask yourselves, are you willing to sacrifice your comfort for your subordinates? Are you willing to pretend that you're not hungry and risk not eating at all? Are you willing to be the alpha that refuses to eat first, but still runs towards the danger? If the answer is yes, then people will follow you, even if you wear no rank. If the answer is yes, then you will be a good leader. Take care. God bless.
Above the best.